For once, I didn't forget my daily task, and that task was to read the book again. We're on day 2 out of 40. I'm happy I didn't forget something for once. Oh my god, my Jax plush is in the way. I just did not realize that until now, but whatever. Hello everybody. We're on... My chair feels weirdly really high. I don't know. Hello everybody. We're on day 2 of the book called The Purpose-Driven Life. I had to look at the title because yesterday I told y'all I forgot the name of the book as I got up to my room. I don't know how that's even possible if I'm the one reading the book. It's been good, I guess. I didn't think it'd be such a Christian or like just religious book, but it's like not bad in that sense. It's pretty good for what it's achieving so far. Okay, you know what? I don't want to win this game anymore. My teammate has a Real Madrid goal explosion. Anyway, I'm itching really badly. I'm so sorry. But today's chapter was about everything being created for a reason, and its main point that it wanted to kind of get across is that you're not an accident. If that makes sense. Nothing is an accident, and more importantly, you yourself are not an accident. That was annoying. And I think that's really important to kind of get across, because a lot of people can perceive themselves as not important or not something that isn't cared for in the grand scheme of life. But you are important. Everybody is important. In a sense, you are your own main character in your story, correct? So I don't see how you don't feel any more important than anybody else. It says that you are created equally to everybody else, and you were thought of way before life itself. So a lot of big factors went into the creation of you, not humanity, but you. Humanity obviously is the bigger part of everything, but you are just as big as everybody else, and the importance of yourself should not feel less important than anyone else. You're important to a lot of people, and that's what matters the most. Oh my god, I'm so confused. I'm sorry. I'm like shutting down right now because the gameplay on my screen is so confusing. But it kind of just went on with that for about the entire chapter. It's just that you are important, and you shouldn't feel less important than anybody else, you know. And it's just kind of trotting on that idea, but also kind of leaning into the more sense that you shouldn't feel less important because you quite literally are the reason for life. This is kind of, it's gonna be like a, oh god, whoops. This is gonna be like kind of a mind twist. If it makes any sense to you, please let me know. But people always ask, what is the purpose of life? And the book is kind of saying, which I guess for now agree with, because I was the best own goal I've ever seen in my life. I guess for now I can agree with, because I'm not a genius, but it does make sense. The meaning of life is life itself. There is no true meaning to life but life. The whole reason why we are alive is to be alive. There doesn't need to be a grand meaning to it besides life itself. More importantly, life is what you make it. There's no, I don't know. This is a really hard thing to talk about because it's so deep, but like I don't really know what to go off of with this. Because like what do you even say in that sense? Like it's something really hard to think of because it's so deep, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But just the most important thing I wanted to bring across is what I brought up at the beginning, and it's just that you should never feel unimportant, and that there is a reason for you being here. The same reason why everybody else is here. Nobody is more important than anybody else. You were given a designed plan, just like everyone else. That was. Oh my god, I'm really trying to think. This game is really tight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm okay. This game is very intense. So trying to have a deep conversation in the middle of a Rocket League game is not the best idea. But I don't really know if you can go on. You can obviously. This is such an important topic that you could talk about it for hours. But it's much harder to speak about it alone. When, like I said, this is like the whole reason why I'm reading is to improve my speech to world class goals in 20 seconds. All point of me reading is to kind of just find a purpose and to just improve speech in general, because I think speech is very important when it comes to content creation. I won the game. But just, it's a very deep topic. If you have any sort of input on it, drop it, please, because this is such a deep thing that it's very hard to just say almost like hot takes, but by myself. So if you have any input on what I'm saying here, drop it, because this is, I mean, obviously everybody has a purpose in life, but what we struggle to do is find that purpose. I guess that's what the book is about, the purpose-driven life. But this one kind of dives into the fact that you shouldn't feel like you have less of a purpose than anybody else. Just remember that you are loved, and that's the most important thing.